Hello, Room Mithril here once again, getting back to World of Horror. It's October, it's spoopy season. Seemed like a good time for it. I didn't want to do a bigger October project this year because at the time of recording this, I already have 3 major projects that I'm juggling between Mega Man Battle Network 5, Pokemon Crystal No Evolutions, and the Make a Good Mega Man Level 3 blind run. So, yeah, that's the real horror. So anyway, apparently this game has received various updates and changes since last time I played, so let's see what fun new ways there are to lose all my sanity. Okay, so customize the playthrough as per usual. Lurge! And as always, as we start a new run, as is tradition, we must praise the car. All hail the car. Okay. So, making sure I am in timeline A, because I don't think I've done A in a while. I was doing B for a long time there. Backstory, we're just gonna go with default World of Horror. I'm at a point where I can unlock further backstories by just using the last one that I got. For the next one, I specifically have to get a particular achievement, Junior Librarian, which to do that one, RNG is going to have to be kind, because I have to find and discard 3 books in one run. So, yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, and this is a change I know about. All the characters have been aged up to be at least 20. I think last time I played, some of the characters were still teenagers, and we don't want to send kids off into the world of eldritch horror. I'm guessing it's just a precaution thing like that. You know, some people, they obviously get uncomfortable with that sort of thing. To me, I just kind of look at it as, it's horror. It's supposed to be uncomfortable, so I don't know. I can see both sides of it. Anyway, just for getting back into this, I seem to remember that this particular character is kind of cracked due to the combat speed bonus. So, yeah, we'll go with this. I seem to remember liking to go with the Thaw 2 just because it speeds up combat. Both your damage and enemies is increased, so yeah. Oh right, we have to do this. I remember there was a glitch with this last time I played, though I don't particularly remember what it was. I feel like it had something to do with whether the police station was selected or not. I don't know if that's been fixed since then. But I feel like if we're looking for books, Occult Shop could be a good pick. I think History Club's also good. I mean, no reason not to activate this. I don't think it particularly matters for what we're after, but I mean, may as well have it. Okay. Our mailbox is, of course, empty. Okay. Library notes. I think that counts as a book, so we may be off to a good start. Yes, book. So, I need to discard the item. I'm not allowed to use it, unfortunately. So yeah, discard removes the item from the game. So we need 2 more. Also, something I was told to do by Neo that's a bit of an Easter egg. I was told to take a good look at the screen and then go dial a particular number on the phone. He said that the effect of this was kind of subtle, so we'll see what it is. TV host is gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims, but there are way too many tentacles. Okay. 4, 2, 4, 7, 288. I heard a dog bark, and our character's hair changed. I mean, that's convenient. You don't even have to go into the salon. Just dial a haircut. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Forget what costume... well, your hair didn't change there. Alright, and there was also the extra money hidden there. Let's see. I kind of like that one. Alright, so here's the further plan. I want to see what mysteries I have to begin with here, and what endings I still need. So, let's see. Okay, we have Freakish Fable of a Frightening Flood, in which I only have one ending, it looks like. I have ending A. Horrible History of Household Hell. I have B and C, so I'm missing ending A. Spine-chilling Story of School Scissors, I've gotten all 4 endings, so that one is low priority for us. Bizarre Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist, I only have ending D. And Bloody Brief of a Beckoning Bulletin, we have A and B, we do not have C. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a quick break, look up these investigations, and see if I can find out what I need to do to get any of the endings I'm missing. And so, we're going to call a refreshing pause. Been a while since I've done that. It's just like the old days. So, hey. Guess who forgot about the other neighbor? And got jump scared several times by clicking back into the game after looking things up. Yeah. Okay, so I've got some information on getting some of the endings I don't have. And so we'll see if we can get some of those. Probably the easiest one to get is going to be ending C for Bloody Brief of a Beckoning Bulletin. So, yeah, just as a reminder, because we have had this mystery before, obviously, this is the one where there's a bulletin board system that is apparently causing people to take their own lives. Fun stuff. So, in order to get the ending that I'm missing, I don't need to bother with the side quest here. Alright, even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there's no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work. Okay. So, let's see here. Catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Well, we don't have art knowledge, so take a peek, horrified. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. -2 stamina. We're already off to a great start. Okay, so back to downtown. I really ought to see if I can get a weapon from Dog Shop, perhaps. I forget if you can buy 2 items at the same time, because I do need a light source for something. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, yeah, you can only get 1 item at a time. Of course. Of course the knife is gone. Why wouldn't it be? Reroll items, +3 doom. Really? There we go, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip this. Go ahead and equip the flashlight. We're good. Okay, so now let's investigate. Stone statues. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the Woo Park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Well, I don't have any spells, so that's out. Okay, we have our computer. They're heavy. So now we need to investigate apartments. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. "Open up," shouts the deep voice from behind the door. "I know you're there." Get closer to the door and ask what's the matter. Call the police. If I recall correctly, I think this is a dex check, which it is one of my better stats. But I still failed. Dex check failure. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police, and the attacker escapes from your apartment building, -2 reason. Our favorite message, -2 reason. Wipe the sweat from your brows, you finally finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you're now certain that everything is functional. The newscaster on the TV says the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on in other nearby towns. You need to act quickly. I mean, I'm just saying, this isn't going to end well. We're going for the worst ending of this mystery. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. They are preparing for something. This can't be healthy. Are they hiding something? Hiding something feels like maybe it would be perception, which thanks to the flashlight, that's also one of my higher stats. Apparently not. You can't help but wonder what lies behind the masks that conceal the faces of the people around you. Are these even the people they claim to be, or are they just masquerading as something they're not, hiding their true identities behind the masks that they wear, -2 reason? Oh, it's one of those days. Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital is in chaos. The staff look exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down on the desk for a minute, you slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. Hospitals in horror games, always a good time. Walking through the hospital corridor, you are stopped by an older man with a cast on his leg. Could you help me go down these stairs? Well, we don't have anatomy class. So, our only option is help the man. Rolled 8. Dexterity check success. Takes you some time, but you successfully help the man and bring him a wheelchair. He thanks you and smiles, +10 EXP. Alright. You ever hear two nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempt failed? Apparently she's recovering at her grandparents' home at the village in the city outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. Venetian Society. That pair's been following you since morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it'll only get worse, -2 stamina. Wow, I didn't even get to roll for that one. As you pull into the village bus stop, a news story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shiikawa students slept in front of a train hand in hand. You move urgently as you exit the bus and begin searching down the village streets. Yeah, I'm guessing it's events like this that really made them want to go ahead and up the ages of everybody. Just, no violence toward kids. That sort of thing. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. I don't have park ranger ally. I mean, we're talking about sorcery books. Are you going to hand me a book, or are you just going to teach me a spell? Luck check success. Among the nonsensical stories the man told you, you've caught one thing that could be the truth, plus spell. Expel evil. -6 Doom. One-time use only, costs 2 stamina. Cast the spell, forget the spell for one reason. I don't know, I accrued a lot of Doom just shopping. Not happy about the 2 stamina cost, but it may actually be worth it. Though I don't have to cast it now, I'll hang on to it. When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your effort to stop the deaths. Forgive her, her grandfather says as he leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. Look for an alternative way needs map item. Well, we don't have the map. You've wasted a lot of time looking for a safe path, +3 Doom. Boy, everything's stacking up quickly. Man. The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. -2 reason. Again, not even a check. I don't know, a peaceful breeze sounds kind of nice. Are you that creeped out that things are moving? Soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset onto the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. The system hums. You hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Investigate computer. On screen. Welcome home. Did you like it so far? Yes, no. No. It's okay. You don't have to be ready yet. Everyone will wait for you. Weird that I can highlight --, but I doubt that's going to do anything. Disconnected. Your connection suddenly cuts off. When you attempt to reconnect, you find that your number has been blocked from accessing the bulletin. Dejected, you solemnly pack up the computer to give it back. However, when you arrive back at the computer club, you find a note on the door. See you all soon. You soon learn that the club's members leaped in front of a train holding hands. With little other choice, you sell off the computer, the guilt weighing on you all the while. -3 reason, +5 Doom, +3 funds. Phew, that was costly. You find the bulletin's number in the phone book, but when you arrive at the address, you find the place empty. The bulletin was moved. Out of desperation, police begin confiscating modems and banning students from computer use. Despite this, the suicides only seem to grow faster. They've spread even further beyond Shiokawa, too. Your guts twist into knots every time you pass by the computer club's door. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, ending C. So that was the one ending we were missing. That's what we were after. So, bad ending, but it's what we needed. Rewards are solving the mystery, knowledge is key, +30 experience, there's still hope, -3 Doom, tireless, +1 reason and stamina, time passes, +1 day. What's the old god doing today? School curfew. With more and more students going missing, the police have restricted access to the school's building. Okay. The library additional action is disabled. I probably needed that for books! The old god knows. Inside your mailbox you find a small key. Alright. So, status. Let's see. I forgot to take the starting bath. Yeah, getting back to the game rust. So, we want cold water for extra reason. Okay, nothing going on out there. I don't think this ever restocks. Alright. So, we at least did get one thing we were after.